James,
Hi.
how can I help you today?
Well, I've got this problem in my shoulder, and it's bothering me because I'm wanting to do a lot of training, and I can't do the things that I'm wanting to do. And it's yeah, I mean it's not like really painful or anything. It's just in certain movements, like mostly when my arm is above my head, it feels uncomfortable and. But otherwise, it's no problem. But I've been doing things where I'm climbing and, and swinging and doing pull-ups and things like that. And I'm noticing that in those things, that's when I'm getting pain.
Just to go back to, is the right shoulder?
Right shoulder, yeah.
And if you can describe the location, where would you say that it's?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. It's a bit confusing for me because it's sort of hard to tell, but I feel that there's kind of pain in the front, but it's deep, like, and then sometimes I feel pain in the back here, and then sometimes I feel a kind of tightness or I don't know, like a like
Is
like
it
a
different
line
in sort of like type of pain in the locations?
Yeah, like in the back it feels more like muscle ache, like an ache. And then in here it's it's almost like it's not a pain, it's like uncomfortable and like it's going to be painful if I force it, sort of thing.
But you're not doing it.
No, but if I do a lot of activity and force it, then it gets sore. I feel it the next day, kind of thing.
And then the one you say that you had, like also like some.
Yeah, that's really weird. I feel somehow that this muscle, don't know what it's called, but this muscle here, it's tight, and sometimes I feel like a kind of line. But
is it what type of pain? Is it more like
just like a tightness? It's like a bit. Yeah, but then when I touch here in that area where I feel the line, then it hurts a bit. Like it's a bit sore, and then I try on the other side in the same area, and it's not. So I feel like something going on there in the front.
If you could describe the pain from like just in the shoulder itself, from one not being painful at all, and then being like really painful.
Yeah, it's not like. At its worst, I'd say it's like a 4. You know, like so it's not really that painful. It's just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But and then most of the time it's even less. Like so that's when I've been pushing it a little bit, then it's around 4. But when I'm doing a bit less, or if I rest it, then it's just, I just might not even notice it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just about. Since when did you notice these complaints?
So it's about a month. That, I think it's about a month ago that I first noticed it. Yeah.
And was that with a special activity or?
Yeah, I was doing. Actually, it wasn't climbing. I was doing a movement where I was going onto one arm, like
like moving in
kind of like a cartwheel,
in the
like
gym
a one-armed cartwheel. No, it was just mucking around.
Oh yeah.
And then I did it quite a few times, the same movement, and then after that I was like, oh, that's a bit.
And did the pain suddenly came, or was it?
No, it just like I was doing a sequence of things, and then I didn't feel anything while I was doing it, and then but immediately after I was like, oh. Feels, but it was really small, like
it was not
just like it doesn't quite feel right. And then since then, it's got worse. And then when I tried these climbing things, then I'm noticing it quite a lot in various moments. Yeah.
So since the first event that you did like the movement and starts getting pain, so you tell me that it became worse since then?
Yeah, definitely been getting worse. So like in the beginning, just like I just noticed, that doesn't feel quite right, and then since then it's progressed to being a bit more of a pain, but only when I'm trying to do the stuff. If I don't take my arm above my head, because then it settles down and it's but it's just hanging around. It's really
social activity. But about that, you said like climbing is painful. Every activity over here.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm reaching for something, I'll feel it, and sometimes I feel like it's sort of like catching somehow. You know, like it's like, and then it's fine again. You know.
Are there other activities that?
Aside from that, no. I've noticed when I'm running, that makes it feel good. You know, like it feels nice when I'm doing that.
Are there other activities that might decrease the pain or might decrease the symptoms?
Yeah, I thought when I did sort of some push-ups and stuff like that, I felt like actually that made it better. And when I was doing pull-ups and just stayed out of that area, so if I kept myself extended, you know, like arching my back kind of thing, then it was. Was this?
Yep, that's extension.
That is extension. You're the expert.
About since 1 month ago, did you went for a doctor to it, or did you see someone?
No, you're the first person that I've seen about this. I was hoping it would go away. You know, like most of the time my aches and pains, they go away. But this one's hanging around. So.
Did you take during that month any medications?
No, I don't like to take things like that.
If you look to your sort of like daily pattern, can you maybe describe is there a difference during the day?
Sometimes when I wake up, I feel it a little bit, but you know, like some days I don't feel it at all. So my feeling is that it's when I'm when I start to do when I try it out again, then it starts to get sore again. But otherwise, I don't notice it changing that.
Any problems during sleep?
No, just once I woke up. When I woke up, I was like, oh, it's a bit sore. I don't think it woke me up.
Yeah. Just want to look a little bit back to what you said about the climbing injury that you said, like you have pain when climbing. Is it like one point where you have pain, or is it the whole movement?
Oh yeah. No, if my arms are bent, it's fine. So it's really it's this arm, but when my arm gets, like when it's straight, if I'm hanging, it moves into that range. Then it's like kind of a bit of a sort of catching feeling.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I pass through it, and then it's fine again.
Okay.
So I don't know why that is.
So it's sometimes a certain point where
just a certain area where it feels.
Just look a little bit back. Do you have any history with shoulder problems?
Yeah. It's good that you asked me that because I remember about 20 years ago, I had some shoulder issues, and I went to see a physio, and he told me that actually I have instability in my shoulders, which he could actually push the bone around, and it was sort of moving in the joint more than it should, he said. And I remember he gave me some exercises, and I did them, and it went away. But he said that both shoulders actually are like that. And my dad and my sister, they both had shoulder surgery, so I'm a bit scared that it might be. They had some kind of weird bony thing, which was rubbing on a tendon, and they had to get that fixed. But I'm hoping that I hope it's not that.
Since you did,
tell me it's not that.
Since you went to the physio and you did your exercises, were you pain free for 20 years?
No. I had but I think it was in the other shoulder. Like, I got a bursitis in my left shoulder. That was diagnosed by some shoulder specialist. He did it with one of those machines that they can see inside.
What are you currently working at the moment?
Yep. I work as a dance teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it affect your?
Yeah, I'm avoiding at the moment. I normally like to do things upside down, you know, and I'm avoiding doing that
because again it gives you the pain.
Yeah, if I'm trying to do a handstand or something or a cartwheel. I think the cartwheel was the thing that I was doing a one-hand cartwheel,
and that's
when I think it happened.
It's quite annoying at the moment, probably.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
and
but it's not really bad.
No. Do you have any other hobbies that you?
I like running. Yeah,
and
that's about it.
Just about your work, is that like every day or how many?
It used to be, but these days it's like once or twice a week. I think that might be part of the trouble is that I used to do a lot, and now I'm sometimes doing a lot and sometimes doing not a lot.
So there's a lot of fluctuation going on.
I think that's not very good.
Other than the shoulders, do you complain any other problems?
No. Otherwise, I'm good.
So, any neck problems, just to make sure, or back problems that you have?
No, only
just to make sure.
Yeah.
One more thing that I want to ask, just to clarify, the pain that you had in the shoulder, did all three start at the same moment on one of these? So you say like here and here and there. Is it a?
No, I don't know. Yeah. I think all of those three kind of developed. So in the beginning, just like a little niggle, and then as it got more painful, like I was rolling with a ball, and then I noticed this muscle here is really sore, and then I was feeling this kind of line here, and then noticing that. So I think it's all sort of kind of evolved, sort of grown up, and it gradually got worse.
Yeah. Just mix for a second. 12 minutes, alright? So you on? Go to the second part?
Go to the second part.
Did I miss some stuff? No, I'll see later. Alright, just go to the second part now? Take it out. I'll see how it's going. So Matt, we just talked about your shoulder problems. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about your general health, lungs, and the whole body.
Yeah.
Which some of them might feel a bit weird because you don't think it's related to your shoulder, but it's more to get a general knowledge of how your body's working and to make sure that there's nothing else that I have to think about giving me like your treatment plan.
Okay.
Is that right for you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So first thing is, how would you describe your general health?
Good. Yeah.
Are you currently smoking?
No, I never smoke.
Do you have any allergies?
No. Oh, yes, dust and these things.
And
cats. I'm allergic to cats.
Have you been taking any medications for
these things?
Yeah.
No. I just avoid cats.
Yeah. Do you often?
They always know. They know if you're allergic and they're hanging around. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's smart animals.
Don't play hard to get. Yeah.
Smart animals. Do you know how high you are?
Yeah, 187, I think.
And did you, during the last weeks, months, did you experience any weight loss or weight gain?
No, my weight sort of sticks around the same. It's about 84 kilograms, I think. It's been constant, pretty much. Which is annoying, like no matter how hard I try, it's 84 kilos. If I do nothing, it's the same. It's like...
It's still healthy, it's good.
Yeah.
Are you said before that you don't like taking medications, but are you taking any medications at the moment?
No. I take a vitamin, B vitamin.
Okay.
So I'm vegan.
Yeah.
Mostly vegan. Take that. Otherwise, yeah, nothing.
Do you have any medical issues like surgeries that from the history in the past?
Yeah, I had some surgeries on my
Yeah.
wrists actually.
So that means both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was hospitalized once for a problem with my ears.
The surgery of your wrist, why was that?
They said it was for something called a ganglion.
Yeah. How long is that ago?
That was also around 20 years ago.
Yeah. Still experience any problems with
No,
that? Or
wrists, they might be a little bit tight, but it's all good. Never came back again.
Do you have any history in your family of cancers or heart failure or anything like that?
Yeah. My father has prostate cancer.
Mhm.
My mother she had hypo. She had a problem with her thyroid, where she didn't have enough. It's like something to do with her immune system. And she also just recently was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. That's the nastier one, isn't it? She got the nastier one.
Yeah.
I think she got the nastier one.
Not really nice.
No.
Any other issues, family, from nephews, uncles?
No, not that I know of. No.
Do you experience any problems with breathing?
No. Yeah, I forgot. I also was hospitalized once for asthma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was like random. I had this asthma attack and then never had another one again. And when I was good, I had a bit of wheeziness, like when you were running in the cold and stuff. But I don't get that.
Not anymore.
No.
So from no shortness of breath,
No.
problems with coughing,
No. No.
you often get quite tired during exercise or not?
No.
Do you experience you experience any problems with your heart?
I have my pulse is weird. But I got told that was when I went in for the ear thing. They measured my heart rate, and there were two things. One, that it was super low. They measured it 3 or 4 times because they couldn't believe it was so low. Like it was like 40 beats a minute, something ridiculous. And then they decided, it's just because I'm fit. So they didn't worry about it. And the other thing was they said that my heart rate is erratic. Like it keeps changing when it's at rest. But they also said that that's normal. But it keeps adding beats.
Did you take your blood pressure?
Yeah, I've had my blood pressure taken a few times, yeah. I think it's 110 over 115 over 76 or something like that.
How long is that ago?
That's like, that was like 2 or 3 days ago.
Okay, that's quite recent.
Yeah.
As you said, you were vegetarian?
I am vegetarian.
Vegan. So what does it exactly mean?
It just means you try to eat no animals.
Yeah.
Anything from an animal you try to avoid.
Do you experience any problems in your gastrointestinal?
What's that?
What?
What's that? What do you mean? What is that?
How did you say that?
Ah, you mean like my
Stomach? In your stomach, or like
you mean like my digestion? And
yeah,
stuff
digestion.
Like that? No, it's all good. And actually, when I changed to vegan, digestion got perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Did you have problems before?
Well, I was never as regular.
Yeah.
Now I'm quite hyper regular.
Yeah.
Little promotion there.
Do you experience any problems with going to the toilet?
Number ones?
Number
twos?
ones, both?
No.
Do you have to wake up to go to the toilet during the night?
Sometimes. If I've drunken some tea, I'll before.
But is that regularly or?
No, just sometimes.
Um,
Sometimes I have to get up to number 2.
And do you experience any problems with hearing, vision?
Well, I had this sound trauma, so I have tinnitus.
Yeah.
Which used to really stress me out, but now I'm used to it.
How long ago is that diagnosed?
This was that was it's about 10 years ago now. Did they do any special testing outside then or not? For the ears?
Yeah.
I did some. They said that I haven't lost any hearing.
But you still have this.
Yeah, I have the ringing in my ears.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
Okay.
Or at least I got used to it.
Yeah. Experience any numbness, tingling, or weakness in your arms or your legs?
No.
Any rashes, changes of your skin?
No. Not that
Do you experience in general fatigue? I've asked you before, but with walking or anything that you feel your legs get really tired?
No.
How's your sleep?
It's been good, I think. I sometimes wake up a bit stressed. Sometimes I wake up earlier than normal. I sleep around, I don't know, something like 7 hours a night, but I'd like to have a bit more.
Yeah. Are there any other issues that I need to know considering your history or anything else that you want to say? That I need to know?
I got I fainted recently. Was getting on a plane, and I suddenly wasn't feeling really good. And then the next thing I know, the air hostess was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't feel very well." And she said, "Well, you had a seizure." She said that I'd been convulsing.
Yeah.
So then they did the whole thing of, "Is there a doctor on board?" And they said, "Yeah, that I fainted, and because I hadn't fallen over, you get convulsions."
Did it happen one time?
As a kid, I fainted a few times, and when I've been really sick, I fainted.
Did you went to the doctor with
You know, actually, I should have, and I haven't.
And how long is it ago?
That's like 2 months ago.
Okay.
So I probably should get that checked out. Yeah. But since then, I you know, nothing like that. I feel fine. I actually thought it was because I didn't drink. And
do you experience any sometimes when you wake up that it takes time to that some like black in front of your eyes and stuff like that?
No.
Any dizziness or nausea?
No. I mean, only just with that one
But
time.
in general?
In general, no.
Thank you very much. Oh, I should practice all the questions.
You did well.